And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Our game here, the 2nd of 3 on this fine Christmas day. We're coming up later tonight, the Bucks and Cardinals from Glendale. And then remember, as if your spouse hasn't chided you enough already, more football coming your way tomorrow night. Chargers and Colts on the 26th from Indianapolis. A little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Back to throw here. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. A great play there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Broncos are on the board first on the road here in L.A. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Rams nothing. Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. This one taken just inside the 10. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more.
Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 6.
$60 by 6, 19 tight, 19 tight. Rig alert, 18 rattler, 18 rattler.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Ready up. 19 right. Hey, Crash. Buffalo 18.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So roughing the passer penalty, never one that you like to see.
Not at all, and especially when you're in that final push of the season. You can't afford to get your quarterback hurt before the playoffs roll around, and we know they'll be here before you know it.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. He'll decide to keep this once more. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2nd and 13. He's got a man, complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Slot man moves right.
Hawk 70. 79 Broncos. Go.
2nd and 14. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Cowboy 80. Trap 60. Rig. 60 Bobcats. 67 Pirates. 7 Pirates. 70 Rangers.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Kyle Pitts, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Rams are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point up and through by Myers. And we are tied at 7. So we'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work. And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Rams, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments now, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Ooh, I like it.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson. This is intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Rams are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know Looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
Here we go.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. For the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Hey, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Back to throw now on first down. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack.
Here we go.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. He's airing it out for Williams. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25. A big play there for L.A. 63 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Evans, the man in motion left.
Alert! Alert!
They run it with Balaj. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. These 2 teams all tied after 1.
Come on, come on. Hey. 10 through 11, 10 through 11.
Here's 2nd and 8. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Kyle Pitts with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Rams have taken the lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 14-7. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Well, this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. And here's a handoff out of the gun. No big surprise, Micah Parsons doing what he does so well, dropping him for a loss.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's got him in. Complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
They'll look to throw again. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he's got some space here. And all the way home for a Broncos score. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And the next-gen stats are going to tell the story, and wow, what a story it is. Nearly a full 23 miles an hour. One of the fastest plays on record, folks. This one taken just inside the 10. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down in those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them.
And that's caught inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Milage. And able to get this to the 31. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The 31. 2 yards on the pickup.
And they'll get this out quickly to Goodwin. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
It's a gain of 8. That's good for a Rams.
Hands it off out of the gun. And able to work his way down to the 16. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Second and 3. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Dan Arnold, his first touchdown on the year. And the Rams have broken our tie as they take the lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Come on, come on.
They're going to try and throw. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
I know they got the 1st down, but Brandon, I still don't like the call going for it there. Yeah, they got it, but I would have punted the ball there, played some field position. I mean, it's okay to end drives and kicks, right? You know, we've heard that from different guys before. Remember, a kick's either a punt, right? Field goal.
He's got a man, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one good for 37 yards.
1st down, Broncos.
Ready, set.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. This is caught. Touchdown, Broncos. From 3 yards out. And the Broncos are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth 1st half.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. This one taken just inside the 10. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
In a tie game, both sides are looking for something to give them an advantage. It often falls back on special teams. And that return, that could be the spark to untie the game.
Let's go now.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want...
into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Broncos are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll look to throw here. Rolling to his right. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down inbounds. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum?
There he goes, left side. Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
1 yard line.
Here we go. Set.
They'll go with the keeper. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
Well, I think the effort was there, but sometimes the defense is just a little bit better. No gain on the quarterback sneak. No place to go.
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll try and sneak it here. And I don't think he got in. The big bodies up front held him at the 1. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Well, they held him out on second down, and now here's third and goal. Back to throw. Touchdown. A great effort there. In the final seconds of the first half. And the Broncos have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Rams 21. Joey Sly set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
First down 6 at their own 28-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5.
Go street. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
They'll look to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many...
And all the way home for a Broncos score. A great play there. His 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead now up to 14.
Broncos 35, Rams 21. Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Fielded right around the 8. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
22-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 21-yard line.
60 Vikings, 60 19 Lions. Go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And the Broncos get there and take him down.
Let's go now.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
19, Tiger, 19, Buffalo 18.
They're going to look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Hey, check that. Street.
In motion left goes a tight end. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And some nice running going to get him down close to a 1st down at the Rams 29. 44 yards on the ground for him so far. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on third down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Cut 19. 79 Broncos. Cut 60. Cut 60. 65. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He finds Watson. It's caught. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to...
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Rams 21.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. This one taken just inside the 10. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
And the slot man goes in motion left. They'll set up a throw. Deep ball for Goodwin. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3-and-out.
Come on, come on. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
In motion, the tight end. They'll try and throw for it here. He's going to go up top again. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Broncos get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Rams 21.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. From the 10. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting?
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, LA. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Yeah, you got to wait until that ball goes 10 yards. They did not. They hit it before, and that draws the flag every time.
And there's no doubt in my mind that converting an onside kick has never been tougher in the NFL with the new rules. So trying to get it to 10 yards, timing up perfectly, that's tough enough to begin with. But when you go ahead and grab it before it goes, you've got no shot then.
Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 66 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he stopped immediately there. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
They go play action here on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
On play action, they'll throw. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Sly on for the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Broncos 56, Rams 28.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Fielded right around the 8. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnover.
There he goes, right side. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. How about that? Their quarterback. 82 yards. And the Rams get a bit closer. So an electrifying run there as he calls his own number and takes it all the way.
Brings a new dynamic to this offense, doesn't he? And right now I'm picturing the offensive coordinator, the head coach in their minds, drawing up some more running plays for this guy because he brings some excitement to this offense.
And just a young rookie, a lot of electricity yet to come in this career. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
On the 26.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game. And I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
Ready?
One quarter remains here in Week 16. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And he will have a Broncos 1st down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Looking to throw. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And this is caught inside the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And he made that look effortless, didn't he? I mean, he's had a great game throwing the football. And this is going to add to his yardage total in a big way. It's one thing to be accurate on your short and intermediate throws, but when you're hitting the bombs like those, look out.
Here we go.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll drop to throw. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. This is the most important of them all, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Broncos are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
63. Rams 35. Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. This one taken just inside the 10. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Come on.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they were ultra confident coming in, that's for sure. They had won 7 straight, but number 8 not looking to be in the cards right now. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Broncos are going to have it here just past the 25.
And the tough thing is when he goes back and reviews the film, he'll see that he already escaped the pocket. He could have gotten more himself by using his legs, and that might have been the better choice there instead of challenging the zone. A miscalculation on his part, and he pays for it with the interception.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Troy Anderson, the man on the tackle. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
77 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
On the ready. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
He'll look to throw. Forced out to his nowhere to go here. He lost the football, but it looked like, fortunately, the Broncos able to recover.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Let's go.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. That one looks like he'll throw here. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So 3rd down, and defensively the Rams have added 2 extra DBs.
Trap 60.
Back to throw again. Being chased out left. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture as now they've got a 1st and 10.
7 Pirates.
Again, he'll drop to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Mustang 19. Warrior 17.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This is caught inside the 15. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 12-yard line.
1st down, Denver.
Back to throw here. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Here we go.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Okay, break. Tiger, 19, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
He'll drop to throw. That's caught at the 2. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave him with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
18, Pioneer.
He'll look to throw. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside.
Here we go, here we go. Panther 11, Panther 11. Dragon 60. Go.
They'll set up to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Ready! Nineteen tight.
Now back to throw. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
The extra point by Sly is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. From the 10. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
Come on.
And they'll begin by running the option. And he is going to lose yardage here. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So for the Broncos, they continue to rack up the victories as this one moves them to 13-2 on the year.